What's in a name? What does your name mean, or how were you named? Have you ever thought about that? These are some of the things that maybe we think about as we're growing up and as we appreciate our life, and maybe some of the things that we talk about our parents with. How did we receive our name? And for some people, the answer is a little bit more confusing, or maybe it can be a little bit more of a longer story or a short story, something that's very simple. There are many things to consider when we, as parents, are choosing the name of our children. People ask me often, what am I going to baptize my child? And sometimes the name is not a Christian name, sometimes it's not a traditional name. And we try to have these conversations early on when choosing a name for your children, because sometimes after we're older, we can't choose our own name for the most part. But when choosing name for children, what do we think about? Are we honoring our parents? Are we honoring our grandparents? In the Orthodox Church, and especially within Greek culture, most of the time we name our children after one of our grandparents, or we have a conversation with our spouse and say, we want to honor this relative, or in the memory of this person, or we love that name, or we love that saint. There's so many things to consider. But rather than just going to Google and saying, what are the popular names of 2023? We should really be Googling these beautiful Christian traditional names. They're found within the Orthodox tradition, found within biblical tradition, the Old and New Testament. There are so many beautiful names that we have to choose from. And rather than just finding something random or unique, what could be more unique than finding a beautiful saint within the Orthodox tradition to name your children, or to name at least one child? So think about that. When we are naming our own children, we see the beautiful examples of the saints, the martyrs, the church fathers, so many various women martyrs and important women saints within the church as well. Look for those beautiful names, because they will also lend to an example of a saint, someone who strived to live a life in Jesus Christ, someone who will continually bless us in their intercessions as we pray to them, and someone who can be an inspiration to a life that is dedicated to the church and dedicated to Christ. We have so many beautiful names in our religion and within our tradition and culture. I always suggest choose one of those. God bless you.